We're learning new information about a deadly boating accident in South Lake Tahoe over the weekend.
The El Dorado County Sheriff's Office says the body of an eighth person was recovered just this afternoon. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias has the details tonight.
A serene day out on South Lake Tahoe on Saturday quickly took a turn for the worse around 3 in the afternoon, causing chaos for people out on the water.
We had a freak Sierra storm come through, and it was incredibly destructive.
Here you can see the boats at Camp Richardson clashing into each other and water pushing them up against the marina. South Lake Tahoe Mayor Tamara Wallace says in her 28 years of living here, she had never quite seen something like this before. And although they have had drownings, knowing that 7 people have died as a result of Saturday's storm is the worst she has seen.
If there had been an alert system, it would have been difficult for that boat specifically, but boats in general, to get to a marina in time to avoid something like that.
The National Weather Service in Reno calls it an unusual but not unheard of weather system that came through the Sierra.
If you look at the radar, go back and look at the radar data, you'd be like, okay, there's some showers there, but you wouldn't have expected those to have produced intense winds on the lake. And
the duration was short-lived, but it was long enough to result in this boat capsizing in the D.L. Bliss State Park area. Around 3 in the afternoon on the day of the storm, the El Dorado County Sheriff's Office responded to a call of 10 people in the water while wave heights were around 8 feet.
Since the incident, we have not stopped searching for the missing individuals.
On Monday, the Sheriff's Office announced the last person missing had been located. 2 are in the hospital. Sergeant Kyle Parker says they're waiting to identify the victims until they can make proper notifications. Wallace says it's her understanding the people were visitors and not from the area.
I think that's the important part of takeaway of this situation, is that when you visit Lake Tahoe, our lake is different than most other lakes.
And in the meantime, the Coast Guard says it will be assisting all agencies involved.
Is going to be assisting some of the local agencies in an investigation on the incident to try to clarify some information and figure out exactly what happened.
In South Lake Tahoe, Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
Roxanne, thank you. The mayor of South Lake Tahoe says she encourages visitors to hire a boat captain if you're not experienced with the unpredictable waters.